Alright, I figured I'd give you a little bit of a during. I've been doing a whole bunch of uh, cutting out, modification we'll call it. That's a better word. Modifying. You don't want to say cutting out, right? It's like when you go to the dentist, you don't ever hear the dentist say, oops. You want to hear the dentist say, there, or something, right? You don't ever hear your dentist say, oops. So, it's not glued in. Like I said, I've been doing a bunch of modification, and I'll show that to you because I finally got it in where I wanted to go, right? Pretty much in line with, it's not going to be perfect, but at this point, I'm not worried about perfection. I'm just kind of worried about getting it in there in one piece. Because if, keen eyes would already have picked this up, but there's a crack. I cracked this tile. Not today, not today, the other day when I was doing some work. So anyway, you won't even know that. Where's my jig? Here's my jig for oh, look at that. I am right up at the height of the tub. See that? So I'm right up there. Here's what's going to be, right? Oh man, in fact, I might be, whoa. When I glued this, I made it extra, thicker than probably I needed to. And but that's all right. We're gonna live with what we have. So let me undo my clamps. I got both of my marks down. I'm gonna go get some adhesive, and I'm gonna put some adhesive down. And I might actually, because it's only being adhered to the go board, and I'm not sure I like that. So I might put a couple of deck screws, kitty corner, or angled in. Just to give me a little bit more security. So sit tight a sec, I'll get this out and I'll show you. Alright, so here's what I had to do. Let me push you in. That street elbow, because there was no way to get it going, this way, perpendicular, parallel, perpendicular to the front, parallel to the sides, to the other. Yeah, those instructions were crazy. So I had to do all this work right here. I had to notch all this all the way down because it was attached to the hose. So even though I had clearance at the top, I had to bring it all the way down to clear for the hose to clear. So that's why it's all the way down and all the way back, because it sticks out from the base. So this is the Loctite, and like I said, this is the go board, and I'm going plywood to go board. I know it's not the perfect marriage for security, but I'm going to try to use the Loctite, clamp it down. I'm going to leave it till tomorrow, pull the clamps out, and then kind of get an idea how it feels, see if it feels secure. And at that point, if I need to, I'll tack it in with some short deck screws. So sit tight a sec. Let's get the faucet back in here, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here she is. I had to put a spacer here because obviously with the glue, I just wanted to kind of move forward a little bit, so I want to keep it behind this line, on that line. I'm not worried about this line so much, but I'm worried about it moving here because I think the clamp is pushing it. See if I can move this clamp back a little bit. I think the clamp is pulling it forward. And same with this one here. This one was a little bit better. So I think we're going to be okay, but you're not going to be able to excuse me, you're not going to be able to see it too well, but it was the counterpart to this one that was the problem. See all the meat I had to take out where my finger's pointing? That's that cutout that I showed you, right? That goes all the way up. There it is. I think you can see it there. Sorry, I can't see what you're seeing. So it's that street elbow up there. So hold on. That's what it looks like pretty much installed. Right? Is it perfect? Heck no! Heck no, it's not perfect, but I like it. There's nuances to it. I mean, it was difficult. It really was. It was difficult because there's so many parts to it, and you only have a little bit of space to work with. And those instructions, they were meant to, I don't know, they were meant for an area that has so much more room to work with than I do. I mean, you can see the amount of room I have, right? It's 8 inches by 3.5 inches, right? And that wasn't even enough because I had to pull that meat out. And yeah, so anyway, I'm hoping that street won't be an issue with the tub. I don't think it will be because that lip is pretty robust, you know, as far as spacing. So I think we're going to be good. Yeah, I got fans on. Here we go. Shut my fans down. So I'm going to leave it sit for a good day. Can't think of anything else I need to do. It's glued where I want it to. This is, I should probably test this at some point to see if it's going to bind. Let me work on that a sec. Hold on. All right, I can't test it right now because my clamp is in the way. At first I got worried. I'm like, oh no, because my hose wouldn't fit down there, and I'm like, uh-oh. But then I realized that the clamp was in the way. So I'm just going to take it on faith, and if I have to, I'll deal with it when I have to deal with it. If I have to deal with it. So, all right. Well, we got a big space back here. I really want. That's the space we have back there. I'm not gonna. Well, it's gonna have to. Yeah, I do want it. Let me put some more spacing back there. I want to get it as far back as I can. Hold on. All right. Well, I'm not going to be searching for perfection because there's just no way I can get it at this point. I can only make it close to, but I have to keep it because I don't want to be chasing it. So let's see. Yeah. The good thing about it is I'm going to be putting a separate small piece of tile on either side. So I have a little bit of fudge room because I want to make the following tiles, the deck tiles, right? I want to give them a nice, good separation. So hold on one sec. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have a cleanup day. It's starting to look like that, right? All right, I'll leave you with this shot right here. Let me push in. Yeah, I'm not going to be chasing perfection. You can only do what you can do, right? You do the best you can do when you're doing it. And every step of the way as I go, I try to make it as best I can. And let's see. Let me get closer up a second. Because I know this glue is going to be sliding back. Let's look at it. Oops. There's no way to... Yeah, I'm going to have to work on this some more off camera. Like I said, I don't want to mess with it too much because you're not going to see it. I'm not going to see it, you know. And I'll forget about it. So as long as I'm happy with the Roman faucet in the middle, close to it, I'm happy with it. All right, there you have it. It's pretty much in. Maybe I'll put a couple of screws in on either side just to kind of tack it down, because I know the pressure from the clamp wants to pull it forward, and I don't want it to really move too much forward because I don't want it to be in the way of the tub. The tub's got to go in there, right? So I'll do that off camera, and I'll let you know if there's any developments with it. All right, so thanks for watching. Stay tuned. And the faucet, the Roman faucet, such that it is, well, it's not such that it is. Well, it's not connected. It's not hooked up to my water supply yet. I need to go to Lowe's and get another installation for the hot. You know, like I did with everything else, right? Oh, and you can see I even did the hot for the supply back there. So, all right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. It's gonna be a lot more to come.